6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Yeah, so we start as a thief with fire bombs because thief starts with the master key, and master key is very useful in such a short category because it's useful. We can open the door.
Yeah, it opens literally one door and it saves quite a few minutes.
Yeah, quite a few.
Quite a few. Yeah, I'm not sure how much it saves actually.
And also we can start with fire bombs because of that. Like mostly it saves time because we can take black fire bombs from the start instead of master key as the gift, because master key is granted if you start as a thief.
Yeah, it's a thief starting item. The first thing we're gonna do is kill Asylum Demon with fire bombs. It's a pretty easy fight, and luckily I didn't get hit.
Yeah, easy. Just don't.
Just roll for head.
Yeah, roll for head. So Asylum Demon dies in 5 black fire bombs. It's very, very useful consumable item at the beginning of the game.
Yeah, we're gonna use them in some other places. Here I'm hitting this archer with the left hand, so I don't backstab him, which would lose me quite a few seconds. Overall, this game has a lot of random elements, so I mean, quite a few seconds don't matter as much, but it's still nice to, you know, not lose them. We got the keys and the Estus flask, and like this is Asylum. Yeah, hard zone. Yeah. Usually we use IGT for timing. So yeah, that's why I quit out right now. I shouldn't have done it, but it's muscle memory at this point. It saves time, in-game timer, but loses RTA.
Actually, I thought you skipped the new wall quitouts because of RTA master race.
Well, I'm still not used to doing it. That's like
shaking my head. Not using
fastest strats.
Fastest strats.
Dang. Yeah. So right now I'm gonna try to like. It's a pretty long running section in front of us, like a few minutes. But here we're gonna use elevator, and I'm gonna try to dupe humanity. It's a frame perfect trick. Nah, I didn't get it. I didn't get it, sadly. It's yeah, it's pretty hard. The game runs at 60 FPS, so you know, frame perfect tricks don't work very well when you're playing at 60. It's a lot easier when you're playing Prepare to Die edition, which runs at 30. I'm gonna pick up a few items on this run of Wally of Drakes. So I just picked up 1k souls, and we're gonna pick up a shield from Under the Dragon and another 2000 souls.
I guess I can tell what is the main goal of this run.
Sure.
Like the main goal of this run is to finish the game as fast as possible, and the fastest way to finish the game is actually entering DLC, picking up the purple covered crystal and use it for Wrong Warp. And Wrong Warp is a really interesting glitch which allows you to like spawn in default position of the location. And to make it work, you need to have DLC loaded, and you need the item which you can only obtain after killing Arthurians. Well, you can technically skip Arthurians, but it's slower. Yeah. That's the reason why in any percent you actually enter DLC instead of collecting all the great souls.
So right now this is a pretty scary place because well, QLFCs, they tried to fix as much as they can. Well, they didn't fix almost anything, to be honest. And one of the things is store rolls. So yes. Ooh, I was really scared of that point because we pick up a really important item, the RTSR Red Tearstone Ring, which gives us like 50% more damage while we are at 20% health. But it's like, it's one of the points of the run where it can just die. because if I get store roll, which is like I just get a landing animation instead of rolling, even though I mash roll as a madman. It's like I can still get stuck in the landing animation, and the drakes are gonna kill me if that happens.
Yeah, it's a very unfortunate place to die.
Yeah, and it's really hard to come back from that, like if you're doing a no reset run, because the souls are gonna get stuck. Whoa, 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 whoa. That was that was dangerous. So I just killed the Black Knight. It should give you the Black Knight halberd. And in normal runs, when we run for the leaderboard, if we don't get the drop, we just reset. And the halberd has 26.7% chance of dropping, which makes you lose like 3/4 of your runs. Yeah, and that's pretty sad. But luckily for marathons and like no reset runs, we use the special tool called Gadget, and we just spawn Black Knight halberd in the inventory pretty much. So I forgot to change shield. I cannot currently use this shield because I don't have enough strength. But it's a really good shield. It improves my stamina regeneration rate, so I can spend more time sprinting instead of just waiting for the stamina to regenerate, which is a nice thing to have, because one of the most important things in Dark Souls is just sprinting and not losing your stamina. Okay, wait a second, I need to... Yeah, okay, that was decent menuing.
Yeah, so we buy the War Pick and upgrade it till +2 to use it for Iron Golem, because at this point, unfortunately, we don't have enough souls to level up enough stats, which are required for using Black Knight halberd. So we just need a weapon to kill Iron Golem, basically.
Yeah, you need like 20,000 souls to have levels to use Black Knight halberd, so we can't really use it early. And now one of the main glitches is Sense Gate skip, which allows us to get into Sense Gate much earlier than we're like normally supposed. So I'm parrying this dude. I think I'm too happy. No, it actually worked.
So the way how this glitch works is basically you reposting an enemy, and because of how repost animation works, your model pushed like outside of the, like, it goes kind of out of bounds, and outside of the bounds there is a kill box and kill cam, and the kill box placed lower the kill cam, and kill cam, when it activates, deloads everything, because game thinks that you are gonna die.
It doesn't
in a second.
deload, it doesn't load new things, so they stay deloaded, and we can go through the closed gates of Sense Fortress, and because you can see it's closed. I shouldn't have stopped here because of the snakes, and they're quite dangerous.
Rip cycle, by the way.
Yeah, rip cycle. I'm gonna get it. Like, it's not a big deal.
This skip saves quite a lot of time, because it saves quite a lot of time, basically.
Well, I'm not sure actually how much it saves for this category, because we still kill both gargoyles and Quelaag, we just do it later, and we don't have to like do it with a bad weapon and stuff, so it's quite faster, but
it still saves.
Yeah, it still saves a little bit of time. Well, maybe not a little.
Not a little.
As I said, I'm not sure how much it saves. I know that it saves about 3 minutes in all bosses runs, which like is a good amount of time, because you don't have to ring the bell, so the Quelaag bell, and you can just do it late game with the rest of the eyes of it. Now our first RTSR setup. I'm jumping to get a counter hit. Counter hits are like somewhat hidden mechanic of Dark Souls. Whenever you're sprinting, jumping, and doing attacks, I think, If you get hit, you get more damage, which is helpful to set up RTSR to have more damage, basically. And we're gonna do that quite a few times during the run, but most of the times we're gonna set it up with like falling damage, so just jumping down somewhere.
Yeah, the fall damage is consistent in this game because it deals like
percentage damage.
Yeah, compared to your health, actually.
Yeah, and it's quite generous. Like, and there's a lot of places where you're gonna survive on like very little amount of health, so it's super useful to set up RTSR. So say hello to Bob and say goodbye to Bob. He's a good guy, but
Bob.
sometimes he blocks us.
Most of the times.
Most of the times, yeah. So now Iron Golem, we're actually gonna use firebombs to kill him.
You need to deal 400 damage under the knee to make him stagger. And yeah, that was really unfortunate.
Yeah.
Guess positioning was a little bit off.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice AI by the way.
Nice
As
AI,
you can
by the
see,
way.
like
Yeah.
he decided to do grab when character was like 5 meters away. So you need to deal 400 damage to stagger Iron Golem and 200 more damage to make him fall. And if you stagger him in the correct place, he will just fall down from the breach. And that's just an insta kill.
Yeah, it's a nice thing for
Yeah, that's a
speedruns.
mechanic.
Yeah, it's
Game
actually
intended.
intended mechanic, and Bloodborne uses something similar for a lot of bosses. But actually, I think the first time they used that was in Demon Souls on like basically the same boss. Yeah, Demon Souls and Dark
Overnight.
Souls, yeah, are very similar games actually. So yeah, we're just running through Anorlanda. I'm gonna take Bonfire and level up with all the souls I've got from the Golem. Since Remastered doesn't really have souls dupe, like in Prepared to Die edition, you can basically dupe souls infinitely, while in this game, it's not really a thing.
Yeah, bosses souls are pretty easy to dupe and prepare to die.
Wait, I forgot to.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You didn't see anything, guys.
I actually needed Black Halbert.
Yeah, Black Knight Halberd
Yep.
can be useful.
It's,
Guess it's a good time for it.
I've heard it's a useful
Useful weapon.
useful item. Yeah. So yeah, as we were saying, the dupe is not really a thing in Remaster. Technically it is, but it's like really hard to do. So nobody really bothers to do it.
Yeah, it's not worth it.
So we have to rely on like what bosses give us, and I mean they give us plenty of souls. It's not like a problem, but still we gotta be a little bit careful with the souls. So I think maybe explain the toggle escape.
Well, toggle escape is
Like
pretty interesting mechanic. Like you toggle, you spam roll, and when you land, you just skip the stagger animation.
yeah, so basically, if you try to change the weapon while you're like falling down and spam roll, the roll animation gets like overridden with the toggle animation, and you can literally start running as soon as you land. Which
Yeah, it's very useful in a lot
yeah,
of places,
yeah,
basically.
it's a good thing. Here I'm gonna equip the PKH to save the position of my inventory
Yeah, item indexes.
for the later part of this zone, of this area.
Yeah, the inventory in Dark Souls 1 works pretty interesting because when you equip something in your weapon or any slot, it saves like the position of the last item equipped. So when you will open this menu again, it will be opened at the same position, at the same, not at the same item, at the same like position. Yeah. So if you will, for example, pick up a couple more items, it will ruin a bit your inventory.
Yeah, but as it is, I have BKH, and whenever I need to like equip BKH quickly, I'm gonna have it ready. We don't run with it because it gives us mid-roll, which is slower, and like Dark Souls have different types of rolls. Basically the fast roll, mid-roll, and fat roll. They also have some like difference inside the categories, basically.
Yeah, like the fastest fast roll, the slowest fast roll, and stuff like that. But it's really hard to.
It's not really important, to be honest.
Yeah, it's really not important.
I'm gonna take this
most of the
bonfire
time.
just for safety because Ornstein and Smoa are really good boss. Yeah,
It's a very good boss.
yeah, not RNG dependent at all.
Yeah,
Uh,
pure skill.
I guess.
So we're getting hit from the Silver Knights to lower our health points to be able to set up Redstone Ring.
Yeah, Redstone Ring allows us to deal way more damage, but at the cost of basically being one hit everywhere. So we're playing a glass cannon kinda in this game, and like original game has even better because you can do even more damage in the original. Ooh, that was scary.
Ooh, that's unfortunate.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah. Okay, that's fine.
Oh,
Yeah, so usually, well, not usually, most of the times, Archstein dies after 3 hits because he gets 1 counter.
no, he doesn't get one counter. It's a sweet spot on BKH.
Oh, the sweet spot.
Yeah,
Okay, never
so
mind.
basically, as you can see, BKH is a really long weapon, and it has the blade on the end. So if you're too close to the enemy and you hit it with the handle, it deals a little bit less damage. Oh, I thought it was gonna kill me. I'm playing really slow right now. Because,
Well, actually, Smo is.
well,
doing
he's
pretty
giving
good.
me pretty bad random. Like, that was super scary. I'm gonna survive.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, look, I'm good at this game actually.
Well,
when I try,
Smo
oof, that was
a bit annoying without move swap and with Black Knight Halberd because you can't stagger him as easy as.
yeah. In the
Ornstein.
original game, you use really heavy
Heavy
weapons with
Move swap.
move swap, which changes your attack animation, and so basically the heavy weapons. Why did I throw 2 bombs? I don't know. Not sure.
Dang. The bully.
The bully, yeah.
Just bully the Guinevere.
So yeah, in Prepare to Die edition, you just stagger him to death, but BKH takes 3 hits to stagger him, and depending on what he does, it's not entirely consistent to like try to stagger him, which is unfortunate, quite unfortunate. Alright, so we're done with Ornstein and Small, and we have 26,000 souls left, which we're gonna use 20,000 of them to buy Crest of Artorias.
Yeah, Crest Key of Artorias.
It's
And like we could actually kill gargoyles at this point first, but unfortunately we don't have bones.
yeah, so the reason we do it this way, we go to Darkroot,
Bonfire.
Darkroot Garden Bonfire, I think it's called, and we pick this bonfire, and we're gonna do everything from this bonfire. It's sadly not warpable, so you can't warp to it, but you can warp from it, and so you can use Dark Sign or Homeward Bones to get back to it, which is like it kind of forces us to do it this way to get this bonfire and then do like use it as our hub and do everything from here. So normally, like you would think that going to again muscle memory.
It's not actually muscle memory.
yeah,
Actually,
but it
it
also
resets the enemies, the demonic
resets enemies,
foliages, which
yeah.
follows you, and the demonic foliages can prevent you from sitting at bonfire
Yeah.
because when enemies are too close to you, near with bonfire, you can't sit and rest at it. Unfortunately.
So, like, you can see that I'm warping back to Undead Parish, even though I was just here, and, like, the logic kinda, you know, makes you think that it would be better to just do gargoyles and then go back to, like, and then run to Darkroot Garden Bonfire, but it's actually, the problem is you lose souls after, like, we don't have any homeward bones, so we have to use Dark Sign. And we lose all the souls when we use Dark Sign.
Yeah, so after killing gargoyles, if we will use the Dark Sign, we won't have enough souls to buy the Crest Key of Artorias, unfortunately. And I guess the fastest way to obtain the Homeward Bone
is to buy it.
Is to buy it from the Oslo.
Yeah, but it's slow.
But it's slower than doing an extra warp, basically.
Yes.
So the gargoyles are pretty easy because...
Yeah, you can imagine that, like,
yeah.
BKH plus 2...
Like, Black Knight Halberd is a really powerful weapon
yeah.
in early mid-game.
It's
like,
pretty
really.
much one of the best weapons, like, to play with casually. Because it has decently fast move swap, and it also does really good damage.
Yeah,
that was interesting.
Yeah, the 2 hits, because Hive Mind actually managed to get the counter.
Yeah, usually it takes like 3 hits to kill first gargoyle and 2 hits to kill second, or 1 R2, like 1 heavy attack. But here I got counter hit, like we talked about it before. It works not only for the player character, but it also works for
every enemy.
Yeah, for
basically.
Enemies, bosses. Like if you hit bosses when they try to like jump away or like do something interesting, then you get counter hits on bosses.
So we are ringing the bell, and we need to ring both bells basically to open the front.
Yes.
And front is required because we need to place the Lord Vessel as fast as possible, because wrong warp requires to have the Lord Vessel placed.
Yeah, well, we're gonna explain it
yeah,
later.
maybe.
So
we need to kill Lothrak, because Lothrak drops the...
Well, he drops Favor and
Protection ring.
Which is shortened to Fap Ring, which is a really nice name. I really like it.
Yeah.
Best ring in the game. Well, second best to RTSR.
It's a really cool ring, and the disadvantage of this ring is that you can't unequip it, because as soon as you unequip it, it breaks. But fortunately, it's a speedrun, so we don't actually need like too many rings to be equipped. Like we can have Ring of Favor and Protection and RTSR, and that's it. So it's not really a disadvantage.
Yeah, as you can see, Ring of Favor and Protection added a lot of health and stamina.
And also equipping a lot.
Yeah.
Which is also very nice. And there we will see the Remastered special.
Remastered special. Well, 60 FPS special.
Yeah, 60 FPS.
It does work in PTD, but you need the 60 FPS for that. And 60 FPS is not allowed in original game. Yeah, in speedruns.
So it's a meme roll. Yeah, it's basically called a meme roll.
It's a nice name also.
So
this community is really good with the names for skips.
So what you need for this is like the lightest mid roll. Yeah, that works.
I think I got it.
Yeah. You need the lightest mid roll. We said that every like kind of rip everything. It's
well,
at least you survived.
Yeah, at least I survived.
So you can.
Yes, I survived again.
Yeah, it's a very consistent skip, as you can. Well,
it's technically consistent, but you know, I'm a bit nervous here.
Yeah, it's consistent, but it can be difficult to do.
This is bad.
So, meme rolls is actually the thing which allows you to roll while like mid-air. You can just roll mid-air, and you can iframe the fall damage.
Oh,
no, dang, that was unfortunate.
Yeah, I'm gonna do normal. I'm not gonna try to do this again.
So, we will use meme rolls later in the run as well, so it's not a big deal.
Yeah. Sadly, like this trick has kind of tight timing.
Timing.
It's pretty easy to get if you're like in the zone.
It's just timing and position.
Yeah, but
it's fine.
Yeah, sadly I couldn't do it. And you know, I can try it again, but I don't know. I just feel kind of safer not doing this.
So, meme rolls work with the lightest mid roll, and mid roll has like 3 or 4 variations. It's really small difference if you play casually, and it's not very important, but for some reason only with the lightest mid roll it works like that.
Yeah, you basically need to have the equip load from like 25% to maybe 28 or something like that.
Yeah, it's pretty tight. Like.
But yeah, the
tight
setup
window.
with BKH and one of the thief items works perfectly.
Yeah, it's not that hard to find the setup because we have the same endurance level all the time basically and the same equipment load, so it's super easy to do. And we just like to set it up, we just need to equip or unequip one item.
Yeah.
So it's super fast and convenient. But yeah, as we said, it's really dumb mechanic.
Yeah, it works because of the 60 FPS and like I'm not sure why exactly.
Yeah,
it works.
like no idea. And I guess the way how it, not the way, but that works that way, like your roll animation still has the iframes even if you are falling down. So the way how it works is that you just iframe the fall damage.
Well, here it's more about
yeah, here
the
it's about slope, but
yeah. So
later in the
basically
run,
we hit the slope and it like
delays.
when we land it delays the damage, the fall damage.
But it saves our position.
Yeah,
first.
but our position is still saved, so we can quit out and end up with basically the same health we had, but down here. The skip saves like 20 seconds maybe.
Yeah, it saves quite a lot in
for any percent.
for any
yeah.
percent, yeah.
What? My game just crashed.
Remastered.
Fuck. This is the first time I see remastered
Dang,
crash.
like I never seen remastered crashes myself.
Yeah.
That's a marathon luck, guys.
This is marathon luck for sure. Luckily, it's not that hard to bring it up.
Yeah, technical issues like Miyazaki is.
Yeah, Miyazaki is just what?
Like, yeah. Miyazaki is against us. I guess he said that you failed meme rolls and pitched.
Yeah, I pitched. I used
meme
the
roll.
old speed tech, and I got punished by the game for it. Feels bad, man. Feels bad. Okay,
So,
now
Quellac. Report, yes sir, but
yeah, I should have waited a little longer before entering. Maybe
that's not that important. So Quellac fight is basically the same thing, which it's not that difficult, but Quellac has an interesting mechanic. So her body
I'm gonna do this.
it, like gets more damage. So
Her
if you
human body gets counter hits, basically.
yeah, so and it staggers her.
Yeah, and it also staggers her.
And because of the Black Knight Halberd animation, and because it's very long, you can actually consistently hit her body with your R1 without follow-up. And you can try to get
You basically
like
can
3
stun lock
counters.
her,
Yeah.
and it also deals more damage, so you can save like 1 hit on her.
Even more than 1, I guess.
No, I think it's just 1.
I think it's just 1.
Whatever. I mean,
Yeah,
it doesn't
so
matter.
it makes fights more
it's
consistent because
it's not
it staggers.
very
her.
consistent, like to be honest. Because
It's pretty consistent.
it depends on how she opens. Like you can't
Yeah,
open if she just
that's,
runs at
that's
you.
True. That's true.
You can only pretty much
But
stagger
if
her
you
if
will-
she jumps.
If you will stand at the same time, at the same place,
Yeah.
like compared to her,
Well, I mean, if you hit her once with this, you can keep hitting the body. Like,
Yeah.
that's the thing. But to set it up, it's not that easy to set up. Also, I forgot to do one important thing. Like, I need the item index. On
yeah, we are going to kill Hydra. That's important. Because killing Hydra is required to enter DLC, and as I said before, we need to enter DLC, and we are going to use the plunge. Is also one of the
Yes,
mechanics.
it's It's also an interesting mechanic.
Yeah, it works the same way. I mean, it doesn't work the same way as an roll, but it does the same thing. You just actually
I-frame the...
Yeah, you roll before the before landing, and I-frame the fall damage.
that was unlucky?
Yeah, that was unfortunate. Like Hydra. Yeah, you got the hit on Hydra.
Well, you can get it even with the hit. I was a bit too far away from her.
Dang.
From it, sorry.
Control. Yeah, so the 3-cycle Hydra, I guess it's just 3 R2s.
Yeah, it's actually much better than the Prepare to Die version. Like, where you need to throw bombs and do jumping attacks. With
Or you just use the Soul Sphere forehead.
Forehead? Yeah.
So, we need to kill Hydra, do the quit out, and the Golden Golem will respawn. And
I don't like this attack.
Golden Golem...
She's scared.
Yeah, Golden Golem can be annoying, because the R2 animation is debated.
Yeah, debated! Alright.
Okay, nice. So, you save the Dusk, and
save the Dusk.
Well, yeah. You killed her because it's like 1 second fast.
Guys, I saved the Dusk, look!
Yeah, he saved it.
I saved her.
Sure.
Easy.
So actually, why you need to save the Dusk? After killing this Golden Golem and killing or talking to Dusk, you can obtain the Broken Pendant from one of the Crystal Golems in Duke's Archives. And that's actually the key to DLC, so you need it to enter the DLC. Now we are placing the Lord Vessel, and placing the Lord Vessel is very important, because if you don't place the Lord Vessel, you can't enter the Duke's Archives.
Yeah, you can't enter
because
the
there is a Golden Fog Gate.
Yep.
It's like one more mechanic, because you can't kill... well, you can kill one of the great
You can actually kill two.
Yeah, for kings as well. But yeah, to enter some areas, you need to place Lord Vessel, because it makes Golden Fog Gates disappear.
Yep.
So that's a very interesting section.
I guess
it's time
like,
for
I wanted to say donations, but there's actually stuff to explain more. So basically, like, first thing, we're gonna run past boars, which are a little bit annoying. It's hard to die on them, but you know, it's still a bit monka shake sometimes. And after that, we're gonna have to kill Golem, like Dan said. But the problem is, the Golem dies in 3 hits, and there's a lot of small enemies.
A lot of hollows
next
around.
to the Golem. And so in Remastered, basically, like, comes down to RNG sometimes if you kill him like without time loss or without even dying. Like,
yeah.
If you get really bad RNG here, you can very easily just die.
In Remastered, AI works a bit like faster. I don't know how.
Yeah, I mean,
actually...
it loads up faster.
Yeah,
so
just a little bit. So it feels like enemies are just a bit more aggressive. Yeah, that's an AoE. Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, I got...
Don't get hit by an arrow. No! Yeah, bullied by the archer. As you could see, like, the Crystal Golem did a bad attack, unfortunately. I guess you could YOLO.
I could have YOLO'd, but I didn't want to, like, get hit by him and then...
It doesn't mean that much, because it's it loses couple seconds, more like 5, like 5 to 7, I would say. And the reason why it loses time just because the warp, like the using dark sign, is faster than watching you are dying, like the dying animation.
Yeah, basically, if you use dark sign right after you kill, you still get the pendant. It takes like a few seconds to appear on your screen, but it's fast enough before you warp. And the death animation and the death warp, they take a little bit longer, which is...
Yeah, this time we can use the Dust Crown Ring, which we got from killing Hydra. It halves our HP, so... but we...
Well, basically it halves us HP, but since the falling damage is percentage based,
Yeah, our half
Yeah.
HP becomes like 100% for the fall damage.
yeah. So
Yeah.
it's much easier to set up RTSR.
Yeah, because you can get like lower health,
Yeah,
basically.
basically lower overall health.
Yeah, with the
Like
fall
you can
damage.
see, I don't have RTSR right now, but when I equip, the health is not gonna double. Like my actual health, my current health, is gonna stay the same, but the maximum health is gonna get bigger, so I have less health percentage-wise.
Yeah, and that's what matters for
So, yeah,
RTSR.
and I get RTSR.
So that's a
Well,
guardian.
Yeah, well, the first time I had to.
Left side guardian. Okay, the guardian is actually a scary one. Not really, but
Well,
BKH plus 2 isn't that great. Dang, no rule. Yeah, that's not bad.
that
Dang,
was Monkaes.
you could kill him.
I'm not even gonna.
Dang, with tail cut.
So,
So, Guardian with the weapon like BKH plus 2 can be a bit RNG heavy, because with the bad attacks it takes like 5 hits to hit.
Well,
kill.
technically, you can abuse the counter hit and get
Yeah,
him in the
but-
4 attacks, but if you don't get the counter hit, which you get,
It depends on RNG.
yeah, it depends on RNG.
So
I'm gonna
you
take
can't
this
really
bonfire, but
you can't really do anything
safety.
about it. Yeah, that's a pitch bonfire. Actually, you don't.
I
pick
don't
up,
really need this.
Yeah, you don't pick
because
up this bonfire for.
It breaks the RTSRs, and I need RTSR for Artorias, so it's faster to just run through the whole zone with RTSR. But I'm like, Artorias is the RNG point kind of this run.
Yeah, it's.
Like he can lose you. Well, maybe not the most. Like Ornstein and Smo are also RNG heavy, but they're much easier to kind of abuse. You can't abuse Artorias with BKH at all because he doesn't get staggered
Yeah.
by BKH. Like you need to literally hit him like 4 or 5 times in a row to get a stagger.
Yeah.
So with BKH, we're just gonna play safe, roll around. Like,
Yeah, so that's
away
a
from
Royal
him.
Woods skip. As you can see, we meme roll from the ledge and we just high frame the full damage. That's it. Easy.
Yeah, now I'm gonna set up RTSR. So usually you don't have to do that if you run with the RTSR from the Guardian.
Yeah, you just go straight to the Artorias' fog gate
Yeah,
and
you use the bridge.
instead of doing this like little hook
Yeah.
bend.
Like bonfire takes time, this takes time, so it's faster to just use RTSR for the whole thing. Now yeah, Artorias. It's scary.
Yeah, Montes. My good old friend Artorias.
Oh yes, I hit him. That's good. So I'm basically gonna bait him for the long attacks. Hello, please do something. Yeah, that's good. So he basically has 3 attacks that are easily punishable.
Bait rage.
Easily punishable. Usually after 2 attacks he goes to buff phase.
Yeah, after a certain amount of damage. Ooh,
Strafing!
dang, that was really nice.
Yes.
And
Lock on strats, by the way.
ooh, nice.
That's actually.
Yeah, it's a really good fight.
Well, yeah, it's a good fight.
Yeah, that was a really
Thank you,
decent
guys.
RNG. There is a little difference between Remastered and Prepare to Die, because there you don't need to warp to the Stoicism Arena. You can just enter the fog gate before it and obtain the purple covered crystal.
Yes.
And it's a little bit faster.
Yes.
So
But the wrong warp is also frame perfect
yeah,
trick,
there is
which is not good.
yeah, like the way how wrong warp works is the
Item swap.
yeah, it's item swap basically. We item swap the purple covered crystal with the Estus
Yes.
and then use bone.
Or
And
Dark Sign.
or the dark sign. And the way how it works, game like warps us away from the DLC.
Well, it tries to warp us to Battle of Stoicism.
Yeah,
basically
right after
entrance. Yeah, entrance to Battle of Stoicism. Like on the next loading screen. But since we're warping to our last bonfire, the game gets confused a little. Oh, actually, a really
that's
fast
nice.
one.
Yeah, that's really good for Remastered. Nice.
So basically, the game gets confused, and like I'm even gonna show it.
Yeah, so that's a kill. That's actually the last area of the game.
last area of the game, and you have to collect four great souls to open this big door. But as you can see, it's closed, which is
so
basically the point of the trick.
You need to see it at the Lord Vessel as the
last bonfire.
last bonfire, and like while you are warping with the dark sign, game tries to warp you to this Battle of Stoicism when it remembers that it should warp you to the last bonfire, and it confuses and warps you to the default position of the area. And
it tries to warp you to Battle of Stoicism
but
entrance.
it's deloaded.
It's not a valid position in this zone, so it defaults you to a starting position. And Firelink Altar and Kiln of the First Guild have the same default position, so you get warped behind the doors, which is really cool. The community knew about this warp for a long time, but it was done with closing the game, and for some time it was thought to be console exclusive. But then the PC version was found, which is the Kiln Skip or Forced Quit, as it's called right now, and then also the Purple Coward Crystal.
Don't forget to change the shield.
Yeah. I'm not gonna forget about it. Thanks for the reminder.
Yeah. I know, right? By the way, he didn't die to the Black Knight.
Yes.
Kill.
So win, you kill by parrying.
Yeah, you just parry him.
Yeah,
basically.
And hit him 3 times. What the fuck? Oh my god!
That's a classic.
Classic.
Unfortunately, we don't have Nubist in this room. Unfortunately. That's a ESA special. By the way,
special, yes.
And not ESA special. Yes, that was intended. Yeah.
Why did I sit at the bonfire?
I don't know. I guess you should.
Oh my god, I'm so dumb. I'm actually so dumb. So I thought for some reason that he's gonna do a fast attack, and then I realized that he's gonna do the slow attack, and I tried to block parry. My fingers got confused, and yes, that's how you fail a goon parry.
ESA magic.
ESA magic, yes.
Let's hope with a fast wrong warp again.
Yeah, sure. I mean, I'm quite consistent with it, actually. I think.
Yeah, we hope so as well.
What am I doing?
Okay.
So yeah, I guess this is a good time to read some donations, maybe.
Then vacuum slope.
Vacuum slope, yeah.
Yeah, I can just hop in. We only have one $5 donation by myself, and it reads, I would like to mention my favorite thing here, the one, the only, Twitch Prime. You can just hit that button on the top right corner of your screen, get some free subscription for this amazing channel and this amazing cause, so just press it, it's free. Thanks. And as a quick reminder, the next game that's coming up is Stalker, and there's still an open donation incentive for the real ending. So if you want to put money in there, feel free to do so.
Well, I guess not consistent enough. Yeah. Nice. Hopefully the second time win goes better. But yeah, it was ESA special. You want to do win?
No.
No.
I'm sorry, I'm not a DualShock 4 cultist. I can actually like take my own controller and feel it, but no.
Yeah. Too bad. Too bad.
Like, I'm sorry, I'm gonna use D-pad instead of the analog stick.
Yeah.
I'm gonna die, like, that's... And I'm gonna press the...
I mean, you just need to parry.
That's hard, you know?
No.
Yeah, it's not hard. Definitely not.
I mean, it's actually easier on the remaster, I feel, because there's less input lag and the 60 FPS is it just feels a little bit better, but it's not like that big.
Going on the rise on this Black Knight is actually...
I'm always doing that.
I remember somebody died.
Yeah, I never died. Yeah.
Well, in before.
Yeah. Okay, let's try this again. I'm gonna shut up. Oh. So yeah, this is the fast attack. You block one and you parry the second one. Now I need to hit him once. Grab. And the slow attack.
Nice.
Time is on the
The credits.
Yeah, on the credits. I forgot the word.
The time.
Yay!
What is it? I have no idea. What is the time? And
So,
yeah, that was Dark Souls 1 Remastered.
Yeah, it's a pretty good game.
Pretty good.
Pretty good. It's not like the best, but it's pretty good. Yeah, I don't know. Shoutouts to Speed Souls.
Yeah, shout out to the Speed Souls community.
Great community, great runs, great people.
Amazing people.
Yes. Shoutouts to Catalyst who verified my run this morning.
That's the most important
Yes,
part.
the most important shoutout to Catalyst. The best runner in all bosses and any percent and like pretty much anything else than 100%. So yeah, I guess the Stalker, we need a little bit of time to set it up, but after that we're ready to keep going. Yeah.
Hiya! Thank you so much, Hivemind, for running Dark Souls Remastered. We hope you all at home enjoyed it. And next up, we have Stalker.
Yeah, Shadow of Chernobyl. Any percent by the Stalker Val.
Yeah. So, yeah. Funny, you have a run as well.
Oh God, don't even talk about that. I'm already monkey shaking thinking about
It's your first marathon run.
I know.
How do you feel about that?
It feels good. I actually, they gave me the honor of closing the marathon. It feels good, man.
Oh, that's so nice. Have you practiced a lot?
I practiced before coming to ESA. I still need to set up and hopefully everything will go well. But yeah, Morel, what about that book you were talking yesterday?
What book?
The book. You said that you were going to read us a segment of a certain book that you have.
So there's a book. It's actually here on the table. It's called Reasons to Stay Alive, and I started reading it recently. And there's this segment in it that is, I think, really important, and it highlights a lot about what we're fundraising money for. So Movember Foundation, and it highlights about men's mental health and it's a segment called Boys Don't Cry, and I thought it was beautiful. But I'm not good at reading.
I think you should read it.
I think
you should read it next intermission.
I think maybe no.
No, I'm gonna make her read it. It's okay. Yeah.
Morales speed reading for us, Pog. I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, wow, what a coincidence. I know, Saber, it is a coincidence, actually. I actually bought this book on my way back from America, I just came back from America, doing some events over there, and I bought this book because it's called Reasons to Stay Alive, and I have a friend that I really care about, and I thought maybe this book would help me be a positive influence to my friend that is suffering from mental health and or depression. And
I think it's nice for everyone to like be informed on the matter, because I feel like if you've never had depression yourself, it's really hard to understand what depression truly is.
Absolutely.
It's not even like, for the most part, it's not even about being sad. It's about like...
I think a lot of people just think that depression is being sad all the time, but it's definitely not.
No.
It's just something completely
It's so
different.
hard to explain even. It's like the feeling of not being able to do anything and knowing you can't do anything.
And then you're
I
in
don't
this
even know how to explain it. It's just hard.
It's so hard. And I think it's such an important matter to talk about as well. But yeah, that segment in that book really hits it on the nail on why it's extra hard for men as well. Yeah, I was gonna make like an incentive out of it because I feel so shy about reading out loud. I was like, yeah, if you guys donate towards the charity, then. But maybe I'm thinking like, because it's such an important thing,
a nice message.
should probably just read it. And then
Yeah.
if you guys feel like it is an important message too, and want to say, Maral, you did a good job reading, then you can donate towards the charity. It is really a good cause, and I think it's an important one. But yeah. So what's next? Yes, what's next, Bunny?
What's next? Stalker, Shadow of Chernobyl, any percent on PC by the Stalker Valve. So I hope you guys enjoyed the run.
Yeah. So we are currently, waiting for them to finish setting up at home, and once we're ready, we'll take it over to the Stalker Val, and he'll get to show you Stalker. Three more Russian runs. They're all Russian. Okay, so the guys that are all doing this block are from Russia. I didn't know that. That's cool.
I know a few words in Russian.
What do you know? I don't know. I don't know if I want to know.
Oh my god, nothing bad. It's just like, you played Overwatch. You should know. Like, have you ever played Zarya? You know,
yes.
she does say something
Wait,
in like
what does
Russian.
she say now again?
Well, she says hello, which is like привет,
Okay.
right? And
Nagonstera bondiski. Doesn't she say something like that?
no, but it's okay.
Oh God. I'm sorry, Russian community. Okay, comrade.
But yeah, like if you also play Counter-Strike or anything, there's a lot of like Russian people that do play it, and you learn some Russian with them. It's pretty cool.
Yeah. I know. Please don't judge me. That's just what I hear when I hear her.
But you can say like
ultimate.
you can say like yes, like da, you know, like da.
Da?
It's like yes,
Da.
like
Da. I actually, if there's a language I want to learn that is not, the ones that I know already, it would be Russian, I think.
You think so?
Russian or Korean?
I really want to learn Korean.
Korean?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay.
Yeah, definitely Korean, I think, or Japanese.
Japanese? I
You
feel like
you know
Japanese
why?
seems to be
It's
really
so,
hard.
It's so silly. I just want to like watch anime without having to read subtitles. It's so silly. I'm so lazy.
Mr. Brute says, Maral, learn Dutch. I know some Dutch. Moje tite, moje kont. Jammer van de rest. What's wrong with saying that?
You literally just said like someone has nice boobs and nice ass. Like
Yeah, we are ready to go. Okay,
we
thank
hope
you
you guys
all.
enjoyed the run. Bye.
Yeah, peace out.
Yeah, pretty much.
Good. I'll let them know.
Окей. Таймер, когда много да, нажимаешь?
Нет, но
Когда вырос?
после катсцены.
После катсцены. Okay. Alright, we're live again. Hello everyone. This is Stalker Wall. He's one of the famous Stalker runners, one of the staples of community, and again, I'm gonna help him commentate this game. The timer starts after the cutscene, so. Yeah, Stalker, well, he's like, he knows a little bit English, so I guess he can speak for himself a little bit, but I'm gonna help him.
And we're ready. The timer. And 3, 2, 1, go.
So yeah, say hello to
So Mark one, I saved you, and I'm not going to
the
pretend
Sidorovic.
I
He's a famous Stalker character. He talks a lot to the main character, to the
keeping you busy might be a
Mitchell,
good way
or
to deal
well,
with your
actually
amnesia.
Mark one.
And I'll see what I can find out about your problem.
I don't know
I
the
don't give a
English
shit
names
why
for
you're
this
on
game
the
because I
Foundation
never
club.
actually
I
played it in
am
English.
the other
I only played it in Russian, and apparently they actually translated everything, like every name into English.
Good hunting.
So the first thing we do is sell the armor we have and buy energetics instead, energy drinks. It allows to replenish the stamina, which you can see in the lower left corner. Yeah, it's important because you want to run as fast. The other way to replenish it is to sit down, which makes it replenish faster. So yeah, pretty much this game is a lot of running, a lot of shooting, and hoping
Sorry
for
to
good
interrupt.
RNG,
Like Tech is
and
asking
a
whether
lot
you
of
could restart
healing items.
because the timer didn't
So
work.
this is very important to go through here. Like it's the fastest way to go through here to just trigger the anomalies and go through them.
Guys, did you hear me?
Okay.
Let's start again. Yes.
Restart.
Like,
Okay.
Yeah, the timer didn't work properly, so
Timer.
we could start over. Probably makes more sense.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Give me.
Сейчас.
Hello. Yes.
Rest-
Hello.
Yes, hello.
Yes. So what's
timer
with the timer? Do we
The
just
timer didn't start properly, so the tag wanted you to start over.
Okay. That is not
Probably doesn't make a lot of sense to start a timer 2 minutes late. So
Okay.
Yeah. Shaking my head.
Okay. Let's go again.
Yeah. I hope the tech crew is ready this time.
just count them down from 5.
Okay.
Oops. It's a little shaky lately.
Okay. Are we ready?